What is going on, everybody? Project Rod here, and it is time for Season 3 of the Arena Series. Just a quick reminder, though, don't forget to check out my Patreon for early access and exclusive content. Link on screen and in the description below. Gas Monkey Garage and Ryan Hayward was your Season 2 runner-up, and Jay Pace Racing in Crush Station was your winner of Season 2. They moved on to the Stadium Series, and just last week, the past couple weeks, we had the qualifier for Season 3, and as you can see, the bottom four were Doomsday, Monster Mud Husky, Ice Cream Man, and Captain's Curse. Those four were moved here to the Arena Series to fill in the four remaining spots from last year's competitors. Here's the lineup for today's event. Updated rules one more time. There's no more disqualifications for being outside of the race lane or hitting turn pods. Instead, a 3-second penalty will be added to your time. Skills are now limited to 1 donut or 2 skills attempts, and the overall champion will earn 5 bonus points. So with that being said and done, let's go ahead and start qualifying here in the Arena Series, and I'm sure everybody was ready to start and get this going. I'm excited. I know everybody else is. First up is going to be Crazy Monster Jam fan in Captain's Curse. Let's see what he can bring to the table here in the Arena Series. Was a little bit of a rough going in the Qualifier Series, and that's why he is here currently, but he can still make it back to the Stadium Series. He can still make it to the World Finals. All depends on what he can do here, and so far it looks like a pretty good qualifying run. There may be a penalty. No, there isn't. 60.86 is his first time. I thought I saw him go over that little green area thing over there. I don't know what to call it. I thought he went over it, but no, it was a clean run, so he is good to go as he lines up for the second attempt now. Gassing it on green. Let's see what he can do. A quick reminder, don't forget to join my Discord if you haven't already. Link in the description below. I'd love to talk to you guys, and that's where a lot of updates come from. But some trouble for Captain's Curse and Crazy Monster Jam fan. Let's go ahead and take a look at a replay. He just turned a little too aggressive, too fast, slamming into the wall on his side. So a DNF for his second attempt. We're going to go with his first time of a 16.86. As Nick Morkes and Ice Cream Man comes out, another truck from the qualifier. Originally from the Stadium Series and Avenger, both Season 1 and 2. And decided, let's go ahead and see what the qualifier does. Now he's here in the Arena Series, showing everybody what he's capable of. He had some good attempts, some good runs in the qualifier. Unfortunately, though, it wasn't enough in the long run. But he's here now, same thing as Captain's Curse, 16.39. Looks like we have a new leader now. But same thing as Captain's Curse. You know, he still has an opportunity to kill it here and make it to the Stadium Series and the the World Finals later on this season. We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. But first attempt is in the books. Let's go ahead and get the second one going. Hopefully he doesn't have the same fate as Captain's Curse, though. He's wobbling, though. He's teeter-tottering back and forth. He was able to save it. And oh no, there he goes, up and over into the container. Hard hit into the container, and he's just slowly gonna finish his attempt. Should have just left it at this point, poor guy. 25.54 is the second time, so we're gonna go with the first one. So he is still currently your leader, but that was a very aggressive and harsh rollover. Really, unfortunately, the same fate as I mentioned, as Captain's Curse. We did see a lot of this, though, in the first stop of the Qualifier Series. It was the Arena. We started with the Arena, then to the Stadium for the second stop. In the Arena Series, or the Arena events for the qualifiers, we had a lot of rollovers. We had a lot of crashes. Nitro Studios, though, and Husky in his first attempt going over. I really don't know what to call that. There's the image, 21.16 after that 3-second penalty. But yeah, very unfortunate. I don't know what to call that, but that's not a turn pod per se, but we're just going to call it a turn pod. A turn. I said turn, not turd. Turn pod for the sake of this event, for the sake of this video. But here goes his second attempt. Yeah, don't forget to check out my TikTok, by the way. Just throwing that in there. If you haven't noticed, I'm currently fighting some allergies right now, so my voice may sound a little different, so I apologize, so bear with me. But coming up to the end of his second attempt, thought he was going to go over, but managed to finish it 17.67, though. Good enough for third place. Let's go ahead and take a look at the leaderboards after these three trucks have gone. Looks like Ice Cream Man is on top still with a 16.39. Captain's Curse just underneath, 16.86, and Husky in third with 16.67. So let's go ahead and get the 3 remaining trucks up and out and on the board. Doomsday, MMJ producer now, coming out seeing what he can do. He was close, man. He was so close to being in the Stadium Series and being at least in that 4th spot. Dragon and Flames Plays came from behind, took that event championship, gave him those 5 bonus points, took him away from Doomsday. Doomsday, not even somersaulting, rolling over, I don't know, end over end, I guess, I don't know, 17.54 to cross the finish line, managed to stay within the race lanes, but did end up rolling over. Fortunately, though, he's back in line and ready to go again and see if he can get a faster time. That was a crazy moment there. But yeah, had Flames Plays not gotten those 5 bonus points, who knows? Maybe Doomsday would have been in the Stadium Series. I think that was really the difference maker in the end. So it all came down to that. Looks like he's having a lot more trouble here, finishing his 2nd attempt, 25.14. So I believe he was given 2 penalties, one for the race lane there, the race lane there at the end, and then the other one, the turn pod that came up on screen. So very unfortunate for him as El Toro Loco and Drift 4912 comes out, your reigning World Finals 2 high jump champion. Breaking records and winning championships, man, he killed it. In World Finals, going a bit wide, but stayed within the line right there at the cross. And let me clarify that. You see that line outlining the whole track? That doesn't count for a penalty. It's that line that you cross, if that makes sense. See, the line that he's crossing right now, if you go over that, that's fine. It's that line right here that he's driving over now. Both front tires have to hit that line or be within that line to count, to not get a penalty. So just wanted to clarify that real quick because I know he just went over there a second ago, but not enough, or not a good enough time to take the lead. Here comes his 2nd attempt. So far, pretty clean. And I may have spoke too soon. The same fate as Ice Cream Man, up and over the container. And he's going to be back on all 4s and finish his run, but that's going to hurt his time, 19.36. So he will not be taking the lead away. That leaves one more competitor, and that's none other than April Summers in Gravedigger. April Summers, as many of you may know, killed it. Absolutely killed it in Season 1 of the Stadium Series. Came in Massimo Dalmatian. I mean, she won 3 racing wins, 3 event wins in racing. Her numbers were incredible. She trailed Northern Nightmare in the end, and that's what kind of cost her the season win, and ended up going to Northern Nightmare. But she had a killer season, 20.24, as you can see in the video board there. She went over the turn pod, so she got that 3-second penalty. So one more attempt to go. Things are looking good for Monster Mud Husky at the moment. But yeah, Season 1 absolutely killed it. Season 2 was a little more rocky. I'll admit, Season 2 was a little rocky. Didn't really have any racing wins. She did have a freestyle win, if I'm not mistaken. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already for more content. I'm looking forward to bringing out more stuff for you guys. But now some trouble for April Summers. A violent crash into the container, and she's on her side. She's not going to be able to finish her 2nd attempt, and she is done. So here's a replay of that horrible crash. There it is, a DNF. Hard hit on the container. Very unfortunate for April Summers. Hopefully she's able to continue the rest of the event. But Ice Cream Man and Nick Voorhees is your fastest qualifier here in Denver. As you can see, there's the leaderboards for qualifying. So killed it. Ice Cream Man and Captain Curse getting the bye runs into round 2. There's the racing bracket. They're getting the bye runs into round 2, or really the semifinals at this point. So a great start for them. Let's go ahead and take a look at the leaderboard. It's pretty cut and dry at the moment. Ice Cream Man on top with 6 points. Captain's Curse in 2nd with 5, and El Toro Loco in 3rd with 4 points, excuse me. But next event is the high jump competition. We'll see you there, see what happens, see who gets the next points. Just a quick reminder though, don't forget to check out my Patreon for early access and exclusive content, and we'll see you in high jump.